Can I talk about your wife, Amal?
Yes.
She must just say, like, we're gonna meet some extremely intelligent people
Smart
tonight.
people.
These are not show folk, please.
Don't talk.
More of this, less of that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure it goes exactly like that. George Clooney stating what everybody already assumed about his relationship with his wife, Amal, a human rights attorney, on The Late Show last night. Hilarious.
Hilarious is right. And Clooney isn't alone, you know. His buddy Brad Pitt is in that exact same club with Angelina. Not only is she an Oscar-winning actress, but she's also a UN ambassador. Tonight we go inside Hollywood's proud trophy husbands.
I've met the exact right person, and I feel like we're we couldn't be happier. I think we both feel incredibly lucky to have found each other. You know, I'm now 54.
George and Amal, or Amal and George?
I think Amal's getting used to it.
Brangelina, or A-Rad?
I gotta say, as the other half, I got the easy part.
He's such a wonderful man and a wonderful father, and I'm very, very lucky.
Two of the biggest stars right now in the world are totally being outshined by their wives, and that's George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Tell me about the film you're working on now with Brad directing him. What is that like?
It was so nice to be with Brad. And as much as people say it sounds so crazy to have a husband and wife work on this kind of thing, you know, who loves you and trusts you more than your husband and your partner. So in fact, in the end, it was. It brought us even closer.
Angelina's newest adventure, starring in and directing Brad in By the Sea.
You know, 10 years on, we've learned a lot more about each other.
You know, if you had ended up with me instead of Brad Pitt, Stuart Jolie would have been Stoli.
The politically astute Jon Stewart positively gushing over Angelina Jolie last year, clearly implying who he thinks the hotter star in the Pitt-Jolie household is.
We watch the show at home, so you...
What is Brad usually wearing
home,
when you watch generally just pajama pants, no top?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that feels right.
Angelina has used her celebrity status to bring attention to the world's problems, from earthquakes in Haiti to the plight of refugees in Syria to child abuse in war zones. Yesterday, she addressed England's House of Lords.
For over 10 years, I had been visiting the field and meeting with families and survivors of sexual violence.
I wouldn't even consider speaking for my brilliant barrister wife. She's got her own thing, you know. She's a lawyer.
And not just any kind of lawyer. Amal travels the world on behalf of political prisoners, putting her own life in danger. People.com reporting that Amal's co-counsel was stabbed last week in the Maldives, where they are defending the imprisoned former president.
He is also a humanitarian in his own right, and that's actually how they met. So he's actually really happy just to sit back and let her do the heavy lifting.
Should it be surprising to us that you probably married a woman smarter than you are?
That's not, the bar's fairly low, Charles. That wasn't so hard.
This week, Amal is battling Egyptian courts to free incarcerated journalists.
The verdict today sends a very dangerous message in Egypt.
But has the Oscar-nominated actor and former world's most eligible bachelor been reduced to playing trophy husband?
You don't actually have a project to push or anything.
I have nothing to push.
You're just here because you're a nice guy.
I'm just here to see you.
You know, Brad and George really mastered the marrying up thing.
Yeah, they did. All right, coming up, another Brad makes his late-night breakdancing debut.
You mean like Pop and Lock?
I mean exactly like Pop and Lock.
Really?
That's next, yes. What?